Hello, Namaskar. Welcome to Victory IS. I am Naveen Sharma. Student, I hope you are aware our history classes are going on. So, beta, in last class, I hope you are aware we have discussed about starting of Congress, how the Congress format. So, we have discussed in that class that after meeting with Lord Dufferin, A.O. Hume established Indian National Union, later become Congress. Okay. So Congress established in starting phase, most of the Congress leaders were lawyer, and in December the Congress session took place. In first session 72 members arrived. Now the members number is increased, and in 1905 when the division of Bengal took place, then the major change in Congress approach arrived. But before this, Congress has never accepted any bill against the Britishers. I hope you all aware 1893, Bal Gangadhar Tilak presented a bill, but it was not discussed in Congress, and they said that we don't want to criticize Britishers. We want that with the help of Britishers, we do development work. So this is the approach of Congress. But 1905, what the Congress achieved? They got the Bengal division. Lord Curzon said that for administrative sake, I am doing this division, but actually it's inner will to divide the unity of Hindu and Muslims. So this division take place. After this division, Congress started the Swaraj movement, but in the Swaraj movement, the approaches of Congress leader divided in two parts. In one part, there have a liberal leaders who want to only focus on Swadeshi, but they don't want to criticize ya bahishkar of Britishers' good. But on another hand, there have some extremist leader, most famously Lal Bal Pal, Lal Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Vipin Chandra Pal. They want that Congress boycott the British things and stand against Britishers fully. But the leader of Liberal were not ready for it. So what happened in 1906? Dadabhai Naroji appointed as Congress president when the extremists demand this position. But in 1907, when the Surat session took place and the position given to Ras Bihari Bose, this extremist leader are totally boycotting this thing. And when this held, the Surat split took place. Okay, so 1907 Surat split took place. Congress divided into moderates and extremists. Main leaders of moderate was Gokhale, Firoz Shah Mehta, Dadabhai Naroji, and many others. Extremists, we have Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, Vipin Chandra Pal. One by one, I will discuss about them, don't worry. Split weakened the national unity temporary, and many things were took place. What happened in this period, beta? Basically, when the Congress is not listening the things which said by the extremists out from the Congress, and from outside they start the movement. So in this extremist movement, we found so many new leaders. Varinder Nath Ghosh, we found Arvind Ghosh, we have a big leader of V.D. Savarkar, and Gadar Party and many other organizations took place in this movement. So you have to focus on the things. 1909, V.D. Savarkar wrote a book in which he said the first war of Indian independence, 1857. So he was the person who said 1857 is our national war. It was not a sepoy or any mutiny. It was a war of independence. So at here the feeling of fully independence from the Britishers arrived, and they said that independence never be got by the request. If you want independence, you have to follow the path of the Majani, you have to follow the path of Vivekananda. So these persons are inspired from the path of role of Majani or by the Vivekananda. So a new approach started in India. Some organizations also made, just like Anushilan Committee. We have Anushilan Committee, we have Varinder Nath Ghosh also established many small organizations. We have secret organizations which made Gadar Party, and many other organizations also made. So this period of 1907 to 1915 or 16 is very historical in Indian history. For the UPSC or state PCS point of view, many questions asked by the examiner about it. So mainly means in mains, some written questions also come that what is the thing which deal या approach the militants nationalism in India. So beta moderates demands are yet their achievements are not well. Secondly, they demand to work with Britishers, but by this simple approach, you never get independence. After all, starting of Swadeshi movement, but Britishers did the Bengal division. It's showing that the actual face of Britishers, and the liberals were not able to understand it. So that's why the different approach that time need out, and the things were started. So beta in this period, one by one, if we discuss about the readers and the things, so we have to understand that in this era of Surat split took place, we have to basically analyze the things that how the movement took place. Okay, beta. So let's move towards the topic, and we have some organizations were there and things. Just like beta, in this era, they focus on bomb making, and they try to make the bomb for the things. And Muzaffarpur bomb case is very important, in which Khudiram Bose and Praful Chowki, thrown the bomb on the Muzaffarpur magistrate, and in this, but that time on place of Muzaffarpur Kingsford vehicle, they have a vehicle of another officer and whose family was there, and they thrown the bomb, and that family of that officer were killed. So that reason Praful Chowki killed himself at the same point, and Khudiram Bose arrested. According to many historians, he was 14 and 15 years old, but the false documents were made, and in age of 15 he was hanged. So many this kind of things were take place. Alipur conspiracy case also held in this period. In this, Arvindo Ghosh was arrested. Many other persons were arrested, but Arvind Ghosh was the only one who became the monk, and later on he established the Oloville Ashram in Pondicherry. So you have to understand his name. Okay, Khudiram Bose executed, national turning point of the militant nationalism. And if we go further, in Bengal and Punjab, this militant feelings or these approaches were very high. Okay, let's discuss about the main leaders of this period. The Bal Gangadhar Tilak, which we know for the Maratha and Kesi of his newspapers. We also know him for the Ganpati and Shivaji festival. He was the first Indian who reached to jail, because we compare the killing of Mr. Rand with the killing of the Afzal Khan by the Shivaji. So, and not only life, after the death also, he is very famous personality. When the Congress started the non-corporation movement, Tilak Swaraj Fund was established, and huge amount combined together. And they have Vipin Chandra Pal, he was from Bengal, and he was very supporter of Swadeshi and boycott movement. So many good approaches given by him. Active member of Lal Bal Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai, he was known as the Lion of the Punjab, and Punjab's national activity he did. Punjab National Bank was also established by his hard work. Arvind Ghosh, known as Sri Arvindo, Bande Mataram and Karam Yogin was his newspaper, so you have to focus on it. He was active member of Anushilan committee, and he did a spiritual nationalism in India, so it was his major role. And okay, then we have Ashwani Kumar Dutt, the Bengal leader, active leader of the National Schools and Swadeshi campaign. Ajit Singh, the very famous leader of Punjab, and he became the active member of Gadar party later on. Chidambaram Pillai, he was Tamil Nadu. Kapolotia Tamijagan, the Tamil helmsman, people called him. He started the Swadeshi Stream Navigation Company, V.O. Chandabaram Pillai, the key leader of Swadeshi movement of South India. Okay, so these were the famous leaders who basically participated in this movement. Okay, major activity like Swadeshi movement, national education movement, passive resistance. So it is the moment when many things were start. Okay, so if we go further, okay, V.D. Savarkar. But V.D. Savarkar was got a 2-time life imprisonment. He was the only person who got 2-time life imprisonment. And basically, if you get study further about him, you get to know that in London he started a secret organization from whose side the bomb trainings were given. So these are the actively militant forces, militant nationalist forces which work for the freedom of India. Okay. And on the other hand, the Britishers also doing their policies and they actively applying their policies, just like Marley-Minto reforms took place in 1909. But this was the also known as Indian Council Act 1909. At here, the first time Britishers use the policy of food dalo and Raj karo. At here, separate electorate made for the Muslims. First time Indians were given limited participation in government right, aimed at dividing nationalist forces, divide and rule policy applied. So this Marley-Minto reforms are very important. It's very important for us because at here the separate electorate made, and this was the thing which later on become the reason of participation and feeling of Hindu and Muslim. Okay. In meanwhile, 1911, the Delhi Darbars was organized, and in this Delhi Darbar, they have took the decision to divide, basically to cancel the division of Bengal. वैसे बेटा Arundel committee previously given the suggestion that Bengal division is not good. It cost Britishers are too high, so that reason please cancel it. But Karjan not did it, but finally in the Delhi Darbar, Lord Minto decided that okay, we cancelled this division when the George Pancham arrived in India. Okay, so this Delhi Darbar is very important for us. Finally, what happened? The Delhi has become the new capital in 1912. Okay, these things were going on. Suddenly in 1914, the First World War started. And as the First World War started, Britishers announced that India is participating in this World War from the side of Britain. So at here it was very conflictual as that we have no relation of this war. Why we participate? But so World War is creating Indian soldiers fought for the British expecting political concessions. So when the Britishers were in this war, they put a high taxation on India. Inflation rates is also increased in India. Nationalist sentiment increased due to the unfulfilled promises. So this World War created a many burden on India. So that's why the Indians who were in India or outside, they started a movement against India. For this, the first time you get to know the Kamagata Maru. This was a ship which taken by the Gurudat Singh on the rent. And that time they have a rule that those Indians who come directly from India to Canada, they were welcomed. Or otherwise, if you come from midway, you are not allowed in Canada. So when this Gurudat Singh is taking the ship, when they were moving some Indians from outside, they entered in the ships and they all said that "Asi bhi Canada jawange." So many persons were coming together and they went Canada, but Canada government returned back other one or arrested them, and only those persons who directly come from India, they were allowed. So Kamagata Maru event held. Then Tosha Maru, it was also an event. It was a ship. He was also taken in this ship. Some persons belong from the Gadar party. They were coming back. Okay. After the speech of Bhai Parmanand, they become inspired and they capture the Singapore port and hosted the Indian flag. Okay, so this is the Tosha Maru or Singapore Revolution, people called it. Raja Mahinder Pratap and his friend Barktullah Bhopali, they basically went to Afghanistan and they formed the first Indian independence government there. So it is also very important point. Gadar party established in San Francisco, America. Lala Hardayal, Sohanlal Singh Bhakna, and political guru Bhagat Singh. I hope if you know his name, please mention in comment box. Okay. Lala Hardayal, Swan Singh Bhagna, they also participated in this attempted armed revolt during the World War I but failed due to British crackdown. So in this moment, many things were held. In midway of this moment, Gandhiji came back from Africa to India, and Gandhiji called himself that please participate from the side of Britishers because they did something for us, and British government became happy and gave him title of Kesari Hind. 1916 Congress Lucknow session held. It was the reunion session of moderates and the extremists. Lucknow Pact took place. Congress and Muslim League also come together. They both come together and demand of self-government is strengthened. So many things were held in this session. So don't be worried when we discuss about the Gandhian period. We will discuss about this session in deep. Home rule movement, but this was a very historical moment inspired from the Irish movement. I hope you are aware with the two names, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant. About Tilak, we know very many things. Let's discuss something about Annie Besant. Annie Besant participated in 1893, the session which took place, basically religious conference, and she inspired from the speech of Vivekananda. So later on, when the Theosophical Society established in New York by Madam Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott, they made its head office in India, in Adyar. So later, Annie Besant joined it and become its head in India. So Annie Besant followed the same process which Irish people did. So for inspiration of Irish Home League movement, she established the Home League Society. So there are two Home League societies were established, one by the Tilak, one by the Annie Besant. Okay. So Tilak and Annie Besant were the dominant leader of Home Rule movement. They demand self-government within the British Empire. Movement mobilized masses at the national level, and this movement will become very inspiring. But later on, you have to understand that Tilak was died and this movement was crushed down. Montague Declaration 1917. But in 1917, when Britishers thought out that this war is now become very typical, so they need the Indian support, Montagu announced that British settlement promised that increasing association of Indian in administration. They said that we provide you more chances to become in administrative parts. However, no clear timeline and commitment is given. So that's why Indian agitate and criticize this thing. Created dissatisfaction among the nationalists. Nationalists also dissatisfied that you are only speaking, doing nothing. Indians were hoping that they will get something and something sweet, but they got something salty. The Rowlatt Act they got, it is also known as Black Act, allowing arrest without trial, violation of civil liberties, nationwide protest led by the Mahatma Gandhi, marked beginning of Satyagraha on nationwide scale. Don't be worried, we will discuss it about in Gandhian period a lot. When the Rowlatt Act passed, on behalf of it, the two famous leaders of Punjab, Dr. Satpal and Saifuddin Kuchlu, arrested. So against of their arrest, 13 April 1919, in Amritsar, Jallianwala Bagh event took place, public were gathered, and there have some, according to some historian, it was advised that Gandhi is coming there, or some others said that there have a poetic program was there, singing program was there. So huge public was there. Hansraj, name of people, who was British spy, he said to General Dwyer, the governor of Punjab, to do something. And General Dwyer sent General Dyer there, who was the police commissioner of that time, Punjab. And he started the firing on people without giving any warning. 100 people killed, turning point of Indian freedom struggle. But actually, what is there? Sometimes you get to know that we Indian always be cheated by the Indians. But we have nationalhood, we love our nation, but till when? It is not matter of our religion or family. What happened is there, when this General Dyer did this action, in that time in Punjab, the reform movement in Gurdwara were going on. So one Gurdwara of Punjab called him and gave him title of the Rakshak of Sikh. So a person who killed many Sikh there, many people of Amritsar there, And how a Gurdwara can give him this title? But this kind of things happened. Okay? Broke trust between the Indians and British permanently. This Jallianwala Bagh incident is very historical in India. So after this Jallianwala Bagh, Britishers get to understand that if we have to do something, then we have to, if we want to stay along, we have to do something for Indian. So that's why in 1919, Montagu-Chelmsford reforms arrived, in which women got a voting right. So they want to create that women would be in their part. Secondly, they given the special relaxation to the Sikh, separate reservation of seat for the Europeans also, so that then they will be happy. They also increased the numbers of seats. So all other Indians were happy, leaders were happy. So this kind of things what took place. So if in major way I give the conclusion of 1907 to 1919, period marked by the radicalization of the national awakening, unity restored after the Lucknow Pact, Mahatma Gandhi emergence as the national leader after 1919, laid foundation of the mass movement of 1920. So beta later on in Gandhi period, we have to understand about the things change. In Gandhi period, we study about the Champaran movement, Kheda movement, Ahmedabad movement, and then we move towards our famous movements of non-corporation, civil disobedience, and from there we have to reach to the journey towards the Quit India movement and independence of India. In meanwhile, we study about the HRA, Hindustan Republic Association, role of Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt and Chandrasekhar Azad and many other leaders. Okay, for that today we have to study till now, uh, till that period. Okay, so in next video we will come with the Gandhi period. Okay, thanks a lot. If you like this video, please be share with your friend and please subscribe this channel. Thank you. Thanks a lot.